We're going to look at how to thicken your paint up to get a real textured impasto relief feel to the paint. Now, you can use the sort of standard impasto mediums, modeling compounds, texture paste, a whole lot of different names for a similar technique, if not similar products. So in the Derivan range, we make a couple of different products. We make a gel medium and an impasto medium. Very roughly the difference is the gel medium will dry clear, but not quite as much build as you will get with the impasto medium, which doesn't dry quite as clear. We have a third guy as well though, the viscosity thickener, and we'll come to that in a second. Just before we do, don't forget to hit subscribe so you can stay up to date with all the new techniques and videos that we're bringing out. So, of course, you can take some impasto medium, whack some down there, mix it with your acrylic colour, nice and easy, using a palette knife or a painting knife. Okay, so we kind of mix that in, that's fine. And that's nice and thick. I can push it all together and I can start applying it here onto my canvas. And basically that will stay the way I leave it. It'll dry like that. But, and the gel medium is quite similar. But another thing you can use is viscosity thickener. And this will chemically thicken the paint. Why does that matter? Okay, you noticed before we put about equal parts impasto medium and the paint. I'm not going to use anywhere near that. I'm just going to use a few drops to mix it in. Now it does take a little bit of mixing, but what this will do is chemically thicken the paint. Obviously anything we add to the colour is going to reduce the colour. The impasto and gel mediums are built to reduce the colour as little as possible, but clearly to get a real texture you've got to put quite a bit in, and anything that's not colour is going to reduce the colour. Now that might not concern some people, it might concern others. So by using the viscosity thickener, we've now started to get pretty well the same texture, but as you saw, we only added a few drops. And you can see now that we're starting to get the same sort of texture as the impasto, and that will really thicken really any water-based acrylic paint. And I'll do the same thing with the yellow, but I'll use the gel medium now. So I'm now just working in the viscosity thickener, and you'll see it once again it's building considerably more than the gel medium. And as it dries, one thing you will notice, you will tend to find the gel medium will dry with quite a high sheen, the impasto a bit less sheen, and then the viscosity thickener quite matte. Another thing to note with the viscosity thickener, when you mix up the paint, you really want to use it all pretty well in one sitting. Might keep for a few days, but what will tend to happen, unless you're mixing it very accurately, especially mixing it the way I have here, with a little bit ad hoc, if you add a little bit too much, that's fine when you go to use it. When it dries, it's all good. However, it will tend to continue to swell if you're keeping it in a jar over a longer period for sort of months, and it may go quite thick and hard on you in the actual jar. So just mix up as much as you need for 1 or 2 sessions. So if you've got really any water-based acrylic paint that's a bit thin and you want to thicken it up, or you want to make it really, really thick like an impasto modeling compound, viscosity thickener is your medium. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.